Say his words. Say his words! What a wonderful day!
Welcome back to the Final Pop. My name is Juan Jimenez.
And I am Albert Ramirez, and we just got back from watching Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, the fourth movie in the Planet of the Apes franchise.
This movie takes place generations after Caesar's death. We start this story with brand new characters, Noah being the main protagonist, along with his friends, Suna and Anaya. We get this cult leader, Maximus, which we didn't get much of from him. We mostly saw him towards the end of the movie. We also have Raka, who is helping Noah understand Caesar's ways. I don't want to spoil anything about him, but we do have to say that he is an important character.
Yeah.
And we do get introduced to a new human character that we will get back to in a bit. But for now, what are your thoughts on this movie?
The movie was great. I really enjoyed the story that we got. It had amazing CGI with easy dialogue, great characters, and a lot of nice foreshadowing. For example, Noah and the eagle. He was trying to get its trust. The telescope and the planet, the vaults and the satellites. There's just so much meat in the bones, so many layers that we can get into. We got stories within stories. But for now, what were your expectations on this movie, and what are your initial thoughts after watching it?
So I've seen previous Planet of the Apes movies, and I went in with similar expectations. But when I left the movie theater, not only were my expectations met, they were surpassed to the point that I want to consider myself a fan of this franchise again. You can see the dedication and attention to details the producers had for this movie. I enjoyed the writing, the cinematography, and the CGI was phenomenal. They answered so many of my questions in subtle ways without interfering with the flow of the movie. They didn't leave us wondering for too long and had us hooked to find more answers for that next movie. So let's talk about the characters. Who stands out to you in this movie?
For me, it has to be Noah. He does resemble Caesar in a way, and throughout the movie, we see just how smart he is, how he tries to do the right thing, and how he wants to help his clan get back home. But one character that doesn't sit well with me has to be the girl, May, which is played by Freya Allen. She portrays humanity in a way. By defending her kind, she never does take the ape side. And in a way, she did use the apes to get what she wanted. She does come back to say goodbye at the end, but still had a gun behind her back, which to me was a little weird.
Yeah, I know. And here's a question on that scene. Does she not trust the apes, or does she have bad intentions for them?
I don't know. That's a good question. I think we're just going to have to wait until the next movie for those answers. But for now, let's go back to this one. What's your opinion on the writing?
Writing was profound. It had deeper meanings. We saw subtle references to religion, culture, slavery, and dominance. Mostly religion, because the apes are referring to Caesar as a messiah, kind of the all-knowing. But we also see groups of apes twisting Caesar's words for their benefit. And from those ideologies then create new cultures. But within these new cultures, there's always someone trying to dominate others. So that's when slavery comes up. It's the same societal structures we've seen throughout our human evolution as well.
I mean, yeah, it is just a reflection to our society, how we want power, dominance, and to further our technology, which inevitably does lead us to our demise. We see the humans trying to take back what's theirs, but in a way, we don't want the humans to win. It's a weird perspective to be a part of, because throughout the movie, we see glimpses of just how much damage humans do. And there's actually a specific scene I want to bring up real quick. It's a scene when they're inside the vault. The apes are looking through the books in the classroom.
That's right.
In those books, we see apes in cages at the zoo. That was a tough scene to get through, because it made me think about how much power the humans have. And we just disrespect not only our animals, but the whole world, just to please our human necessities, all for money. It's good writing like this that gives us great conversations. We ourselves try to be the devil's advocate, and we personally think that humans shouldn't take over. The world left behind after the human-made virus looks amazing. There's so much green, so much life.
And I do agree with that. They show us these vast areas that you think is jungle, but in fact, it's cities deteriorating and Mother Nature is reclaiming them. And I remember seeing this documentary on National Geographic about how the world would look like if humans disappear. And they nailed it. And you can tell they did their research. They took their time. Even with the CGI, they gave them enough time to work on it, for sure.
I mean, there was actually a scene where Noah had like ashes all over his body, and the hair, it looks so real.
Oh, yeah.
I thought they were wearing monkey suits or something, but if not, then shout out to the CGI team for that.
Yeah, and I'm glad they took their time on that. And it's stuff like that that I take into consideration when I do my score. Which, speaking of scores, what is your Final Pop score?
For the movie being 2.5 hours long, it didn't feel long. It had good pacing, a great story that anyone can understand, great characters that had me wanting more from them, and amazing locations. I've been trying to find something negative to say about this movie, and there just isn't anything coming up. I think this movie is a great start to an amazing story to come. I have to score it at 96%.
All right, that's a good score.
What about you? What's your Final Pop score?
I have no bad things to say about this movie either. The visuals were stunning. You forget half of it isn't even real. So shout out to the CGI team on that. The plot was fantastic. They didn't cut any corners on the writing, and the flow and pacing of this movie kept it from having any dull moments. So I was entertained every minute of it. And for that, and it's a rarity that I give out this score, but my Final Pop score is 100% on this one.
Wow, 100.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good one.
All right, so if your score is 100 and I'm at 96, our Final Pop score is going to meet in the middle at 98%.
Nice. That's a good score. And it's a must-watch for sure.
Absolutely, yeah. So there you go, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, and make sure to go to our website at thefinalpop.com where you can rate this movie as well.
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at The Final Pop. Thank you guys for watching, and stay entertained.